So today's webinar, we're going to talk about best practices for customer acquisition. Okay, and my name, I'm going to make this a little larger from the beginning. Okay, so my name is Stephen Weinberger. I'm Vice President of Sales for North American Insurance Services. I'm an award-winning insurance agent for 15 years. I've sold over $7 million in lifetime sales, and I'm actually a former NFL agent. Okay. So today we're going to talk about Manhattanlife and how it can change your life, because it changed mine. Okay. So overall, Manhattanlife has been in business since 1850, and they have 3 income generating opportunities for every agent. So it's under 65 products, senior products, which is called the Lighthouse series, and also Worksite, which is for small groups, actually large groups, but typically the sweet spot for groups is probably between 2 people and 20 people. Okay. So I always ask, what's your why? Okay. So different whys. Some people are doing it for a family. Some people are doing it for a career. Some people are doing it for awards. Some people are doing it for trips. Some people, if you're Elmer J. Fudd, you're doing it for your mansion, your yacht. Okay. So everybody has a different why. But my particular why and all that is what's in it for me. So here's just a screen where I'm just showing the possibility of um, selling and stacking different pieces together. So we're going to talk about cross-selling for a second, but this is for a 59-year-old female in Texas. And if you sold pretty much as under 65 products, if you put together a package of protection and you did all these pieces, you would earn $2,939.98 for your annual income. So that's not bad. Now, if you take, for example, you do this for a family of 4 or for a couple, of course, your commissions are going to be even more. So I just wanted to give you an idea of how Manhattanlife can change your life. Okay. And again, we're all that I just showed you is through cross-selling, and that's going to be another webinar. But cross-selling better serves and protects your clients, increases your client retention and referrals, and it boosts your sales. So example of cross-selling is when you go to McDonald's or any fast food restaurant, you go in there for a burger. What's the first thing that they ask you, Daniel, when you're online? Would you like fries? Would you like fries with that? Okay, and a drink. So they sell combos, correct? And so if you have that kind of image in your mind when you're out talking to customers about insurance, that's exactly what we're trying to do. So again, today topic is how to get more customers or any customers. Okay. So why is customer acquisition important? Well, I actually have a slide a little bit later. If you don't have any customers, you can't make any sales. Simply as that. Okay, and so it's important to create a strategy on how we're going to obtain customers. Okay, so this slide just shows that there's a sales cycle. Okay, and basically what we want to talk about today is creating a strategy. It could be a 30-day strategy, a 6-month strategy, a year strategy on where you want to be in those times. As I tell new agents that um, the more successful agents who are in this business for a long time, they set a goal in making their first sale within 30 days. Okay. So that within 30 days, you're going to feel good about what you're doing. You're going to earn some money, and that's just going to catapult you to your second sale and your third sale. Okay. So the people who struggle with this are people who are in this for 2 or 3 months and they still haven't made a sale. So they don't have the confidence. And so this is all about confidence, really. It's learning what to do. You'll have a playbook of sorts, but it's really confidence. Okay. So we want to define our target market. So with all the three different income streams that I just showed you, they all have different target audiences. And so in the beginning, you want to concentrate on one area. And then you'll grow after a while because you'll have opportunities. If I start at under 65 products, there'll be opportunities where um, I might come across a couple whose husband or wife is turning 65 and needs Medicare. And so the other spouse still is under 65. And then another time, I might be talking to a small business owner who might have 5 or 10 customers, and we could talk about the worksite products. So again, you want to define your target audience by defining which area of that you want to concentrate in initially. Okay, and you want to use the right acquisition channel. Okay. So what should you include when creating a customer acquisition strategy? So you want to, again, your audience demographics of your ideal customer. We just talked about your business goals, the products and services you want to sell. Um, not so much discounts because we don't discount, but uh, little giveaways you can afford to give, and you want to create a marketing budget. Okay, so you can have it's okay when you're first starting out and you don't really have a lot of money for marketing. So I'm going to talk about some free marketing techniques in a minute. So the state of insurance marketing. So lead costs are too high to provide an agent an ROI. Okay. Let's see. And call centers have driven lead costs through the roof, and that's why they're financially failing. FMO and the Wall Street owners are now selling leads to agents at auction prices as a way to generate new sources of revenue for their companies. Okay, we don't do that at North American. Consumers do not answer their phones anymore and oftentimes give bad phone numbers. So that's always been a problem. Just think about when people are calling you. Do you always pick up telephone calls with numbers that you're not recognizing? I know I don't. I'm just going to wait for them to leave a message. So that's what your potential customers are doing if you're using leads. And outbound marketing will no longer be the future of this business. New agents will fail with an outbound strategy. And so that's why we want our solution is to be inbound marketing. We'll talk about that. Okay. Inbound marketing. So what is it? It's the most efficient and effective way to market, in my opinion. Okay. So inbound marketing versus inbound direct response. So Brand marketing is investing in your brand awareness to get your name out there. Uh, so if you saw me and my camera right now, which we don't, I'm wearing my long sleeve polo shirt with my logo on it. So when I go out and about today, people will start asking me, what's the name of my company? What do I do? So you want to always, give uh, cards out. I mean, that's why you have business cards. I spoke to an agent recently and who was struggling trying to get going. And, I asked him if he had business cards. He said, yeah, I have 250. And how many did you give out? Well, I haven't really given out any. Well, again, you're building a brand. Okay. So some people like to um, wrap their cars. Okay, direct response is to get people to respond to your offer. So again, having sort of a call to action message in your marketing would definitely get people um, to call you. Like for me, I always tell people when I'm trying to prospect people under 65, well, I could offer a package of insurance which would cost less than 60% compared to marketplace plans. So again, it's just an open-ended statement. And so if people want to know more about that, they're going to have to ask me. Okay. So that's more direct response. Um, so let's see. I have another one. How do we acquire customers? Well, through social media, video promotions, giveaways, content marketing, again, SEO, landing pages, email marketing. I also will talk about referral marketing in this particular page. Okay. So again, just to reiterate, social media, email marketing, website, landing page, video content, uh, networking, event marketing, and referral marketing. Okay. So we can go into a little bit of that. Well, social media, I mean, basically Facebook, right? Instagram. If you don't have a lot of money to start out, again, Facebook offers a free business page. So again, you want to share that with all your friends and family. Email marketing. Uh, what you want to do is you want to collect a lot of business cards. So if you combine with event marketing and networking, if I go to a networking event, I'm going to meet a lot of people. And so by going out to these events, I'm going to acquire their business cards. So then I'm going to put it into um, your customer relation management tool, and you're going to add that. So even if you have 50 customers, 50 names, each month or twice a month or every day, you could send an email to those people. And so you want to create and grow that email list. I particularly have over 20,000 names in my database. A great way to acquire other business cards is if you ever walking into local businesses around the doorway, you might find where they allow small business owners to pass out their cards in little stands. Um, every time you see that, grab all those cards because those are all small business owners that need insurance. There's those self-employed people. So definitely, that's how you want to start growing your email list. Again, website. If you don't have a lot of money, a landing page, I recommend. Um, Again, as you're growing your business, you want to be as professional as you can. So just think if you were going to hire, I don't know, a landscaper, and you went online to see, his website, and he didn't have a website. So would that influence you to continue to hire that person, or would you not care? I guess what I'm saying is most people want to deal with people who are professional and have some sort of website. Okay, and a landing page is very inexpensive to put together. Video content, if um, we have some new agents here on our call today. So if we have a Facebook page, North American Insurance Services, and it's an agent web Facebook page. And on that page is a very safe way to ask questions and to get to know some of our other agents, learn some best practices. And on that, you'll see a number of agents who are great with TikTok videos. So again, what you feel comfortable doing, but you have to put yourself out there to get attention and to acquire customers. Again, networking. I love networking. I could get to go to uh, events um, where you gathering and you're meeting and you're talking to people, all small business owners, kind of like at a chamber of commerce meeting. Okay, so that's a great way to meet people um, and to establish relationships. Event marketing, it's another one of my favorite things where I set up a table up on the right hand corner. I have a table. Typically, that's my table where I put my brochures and have candy, and I have Frank, my blue eye dummy there. And again, just doing things that will attract people to your to your table. Usually, I stand in front of the table, so this way I have more direct contact with people. I just don't like people who are just sitting behind a table, just waiting for the time to go by so they can go home. We want to interact with potential customers. And referral marketing. I recently went to another type of small business um, network or event, and with different small businesses, and I actually went up to a couple uh, of P&C property casualty agencies, and I introduced myself and I said, you probably have people asking you for health insurance, which they don't offer. Maybe we can be referral partners. And afterwards, I got to meet with them, and now I established some extra referral partners. So that's a real easy thing to do. Okay. So what we want to do, and this is all considered grassroots marketing. So you want to pick three or four of these marketing solutions, or there's other ones as well. I'm just giving you the more popular ones, but you want to be consistent, and you want to just make sure that every day you're out there marketing. Okay. So again, leverage video content. Video marketing is on the rise. 81% of businesses leverage it, up from 63% from last year. So it's really a great way to do it. Explainer videos. That's a neat way to show people what you do. Okay. So again, you want to create high quality content regularly. Focus on SEO, search engine optimization. So again, what you're trying to do is improve your search rankings as you get a little more experience, so that when people are Googling health insurance in your area, that you pop up at one of the top agencies in the area, so that they'll give you a call. Again, as I mentioned, you want to create a optimized landing page. Very simple. Just have your basic information. Just to have um, some professionalism on the web. Okay. You want to improve website and email engagement, as I mentioned. You want to grow your email list so that when you send out a newsletter or a letter or an announcement, um, at one time you have a whole lot of people who are opening up your email, and just hopefully at the same time somebody um, will need your services. They'll give you a call. As I mentioned about the event marketing, well, North American Insurance Services has a store front of sorts. It's we call it the NAIS Printing Solutions. You can find that on our website, and you can give or you can go on there and order um, brochures, cards. I recommend when you're first starting out, you want to again not spend a lot of money, but a postcard with all your information is great. Trifold is really great. You might want to order um, a badge that you can wear all the time. So you don't really have to order a whole bunch of things, but again, we have a way where you can save a bunch of money by ordering it through our printing solutions. Okay. So as I mentioned, sales goals. So my sales goal personally every year is to create and attract 100 new customers every year. Okay. So again, if going back to that original screen about how much commission we can make. So if I was to cross sell and stack those all those pieces, if I sold $3,000 worth of commissions for one person and I got 100 customers, that's a potential of $300,000 in their first year. Now, again, that's um, you know, a interesting goal. But again, that's what my goal is: 100 customers. Okay. So how do you find your first 100 customers? Okay. So again, this could just be your first customer. Ask your friends and family to see if they need the products or services you're selling. Just a story. When I first started at another company, our agency manager told a story about when he first started, and he didn't want to talk to any of his friends or family about what he did. So 6 months into being an insurance agent, he had an aunt who was killed in a car wreck and didn't have life insurance. And to this day, he feels so badly about not asking his aunt if she needed life insurance. Okay, so again, it's just something that I think that you should be doing because these are products and services that are important for everybody. Okay, ask people to spread the word about your business. Again, using your friends and family, give them business cards so that when they're out and about, they might hear somebody complaining about life insurance, health insurance, Medicare. So they'll be able to refer you to those people that they meet. Again, I mentioned design and print business cards. Go on our website, give them to potential customers at events and other networking sessions. As I mentioned, create social media accounts for your business and offer referral discounts. So, what does that mean? So, if I um, uh, wanted to buy somebody a $10 Starbucks coffee, I can give them a gift card. So it doesn't really have to be, something tremendously expensive, but if somebody refers you, hey, you know what? Here's a gift card to McDonald's or a $10 gas card. Just something that some people would appreciate. Okay. So again, you're just creating goodwill to people out and about. Okay. How can I advertise without spending money? Okay. So you can list your business on Google My Business and other business directories. You want to create social media accounts for your business and start posting about your products and services. Again, on a Facebook or Instagram, it's free to do that. You want to build a website using WordPress or other free website builders. You can start a blog on topics related to your business, include keywords in the title, headings, and content of your blog posts. Again, promote customer referrals and sending emails to tell people about your new products or services. Again, a combination of these activities will build a business for you. Okay. Um, Another thing that I particularly did when I first started, again, uh, just a sidebar. When you're first starting out and you're creating your own business, you really should not have a big ego that will prevent you from doing things that maybe you may not want to do. One of the things I did was I printed out 5,000 postcards with all my information on it and all the activities and sales products I promoted and offered, and I went around and I put them on under windshield wipers in parking lots. Okay, uh, I did that at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. I walked around apartment complexes and did that after people would come home. So for every 100 that I put out, I got 2 or 3 calls. Again, it's just a lot of activity, and so maybe years before that, my ego would have said, I'm not going to walk around putting postcards on cars, but I wanted to find customers, and I did that. So just you just want to do a lot of activity.
Hey,
Okay,
Stephen,
yes,
on that one, I just want to clarify. I don't think we're allowed to do that for Medicare, but definitely for
you're not
under
allowed to do that
65.
for Medicare. You're
Yeah,
correct.
just
So I was
definitely for
under
under 65, though.
65.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. I always have my friend Jackie to keep me in line. Okay. Hey Jackie, by the way, do you
Yeah.
have any best practices for customer acquisition? This is
Oh,
Jackie
this is great.
Walter, and she's one of our top agents, and she's in Oregon, and I was just asking her to put her on the spot.
Yeah, no, I think you're offering some really valuable information. I have my business set up this way too. It's primarily like inbound because of I did a ton of networking. So like
Mm-hmm.
any networking events you could go to. And for me, it was fun. I got to do like mom owned business networking groups was cool because I got to combine like being a mom with talking to business owners. And, those are the type of people that if they're starting their own business and they're moms, they need health insurance, right? Unless they have a spouse who's working and has a group policy. But a lot of times, like just networking with other entrepreneurs is a great way to find people who need your help because they're business owners, right? So, yeah, networking was huge. And the Chamber of Commerce is usually like really affordable to join. So, I joined Chambers and I joined a BNI, which is a business networking international, but they're usually like a focused group of people who love, like they're there for a purpose. They're there to share business with each other. And they're generally all business owners. So, they need health insurance. So finding places where you're interacting with other business owners who don't qualify for a group plan is exactly what you're talking about. So thanks
Yeah,
for letting me share.
yeah, thank you. I actually have a friend who used to walk around Walmart and focused on uh, mothers who just had babies. And
Mm,
so he would go up and say, hey, compliment how cute the baby is. And then say something like, hey, have you thought about, um, a college? How are you going to pay for college? And so
hmm.
he would sell life insurance policies that
Oh,
way.
great.
So
That's
it's
smart.
really, yeah. So it's really just being someone who just wants it just to talk. I mean,
Right.
we're
And
not really
like
selling.
everything is a marketing opportunity and like every situation is a situation to just tell people what you do.
Exactly. So the people who actually, don't be shy. What you want to do is you want to be motivated to meet people, right? And so you have to find something to motivate yourself,
Hmm.
because what um, you have to overcome your fear of asking people. Because if you don't ask, again, you don't get a customer.
Right.
And so when I first started selling health insurance and Obamacare, I would be driving around. I live in Atlanta, and I'd be driving around the lower income area, and I was surprised to see people's um, clothes on the side of the road. And so I asked somebody what that was, and they said, well, those people were evicted from their homes. And so I used that as kind of a motivational fear tactic for myself. I didn't want to get kicked out of my own home. So, what was I more afraid of? Being kicked out of my home or not having enough money to pay my rent. And so
Hmm.
that motivated me to go out and make sales. And so again, everybody should find their one little thing that they may be might motivate them. It could be a newborn, it could be your wife or husband in your ear that to make a living, or you just want to go out and buy a new car. Those are whatever you can motivate yourself for.
Yeah, that's a good
Um,
point.
yeah, thanks. So now's the time to transition to inbound. Um, so again, this is just a sales goal. If you have one appointment per day and 5 appointments per week equals 20 appointments per month. Okay. So if I'm if I have a 50% closing ratio, that means I've just now got 10, I made 10 sales for that month. Okay. And if we do even a smaller stack and you do $1,000 per commission per sale, so you just made $10,000. Okay. So I could sit here and tell you about all kinds of dollars that you can make. It's just, again, creating a sales goal for yourself. Okay. That's why if you watch football, everybody has a playbook, everybody has a job. So if you just be consistent with your marketing techniques and learning how to gain customer acquisition, these are some tactics that people are use successfully. This is just a screen of one of my weeks, where again I had a lot of customers with in that particular week. So this is during open enrollment period, and so again, um, that's your goal, is to fill up your calendar. Okay, and so um, calendars are great because you can use green, yellow, and red. Green for sales activities, yellow is for learning, and red is for all your personal responsibilities of taking the kids to school or going to the doctor or anything that you have in your life. So you want to block out those red times. And so as you're starting your business, we're business people. It's kind of like you have store hours now. And so if I worked for McDonald's and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I just said to my boss, hey, I have to leave to run some errands. I'll be back in an hour. I wouldn't have that job anymore, right? So you have to use um, the same technique for yourself. You have sales hours, and during those sales hours, that's what you do. You do sales. Okay. You learn, you study, you go to training classes. I mean, there's a lot of activities you can do. So if you need a little more guidance, you can contact me, and we can do a one-on-one. Okay. So there's no magical formula that can guarantee your business a steady flow of new customers. While customer acquisition efforts like market research are a must, you need to build from there. It's an experimental process trying to figure out which strategies are best suited for your business. If I had 100 successful agents online right now, 100 people would tell me 100 different things they do. So there isn't any one particular activity that's gonna all of a sudden um, have a windfall for you. So you have to go out and find the right things that are that you are comfortable with, the right sales strategies. Okay, so it's question and answer time. Anybody have any questions for me? I know I ran a little bit longer, but this is an important topic. So if you have a question, you just unmute yourself and ask. Okay.
I had
What's
questions, but you answered them, so thank you for that.
okay?
Had, did you ever sell to a New York's Giant player?
Not insurance.
Okay,
No,
okay. I know you said
but I had
that's
a
you were
couple of New
working with
York
them.
Giant players as clients as a football client. My Jerry Maguire days. Yes,
Gotcha. I was just curious. That was the first question, and then the other ones, like
but
you
I
said, you answered the referral. So thank you.
yes, but I do have a couple of former clients who are my insurance clients. So I guess they still like me. Okay. So what's next? Well, so um, what you could do, you can call me at 678-523-0759. You can email me at sweinberger@na-insurance.com. You can take a picture of the screen. So if you want to do more one-on-one training, I'm happy to do that with you. All you have to do is reach out to me. And again, I have just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody take a picture. So this is my last tip. If you don't do it, who will? So if you want to be a little kitten or a lion, you just have to go out and be consistent. And everybody, it's okay to fail. Everybody fails, but that's how you learn. Okay, so don't try to be perfect and don't worry about failing. And if you just keep going at it, you're going to be very successful. So anyway, that's the end of my time with you guys. I appreciate you guys coming online. And
Does Emma have a question? Her looks like her hand's raised.
oh, let's see. Somebody has her. Okay. In the chat. Emma, do you have a question?
I do. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry about earlier. I was on my laptop and my mic was acting up, so I had to switch over to my desktop. So that's why I didn't answer you. But my thing is, I'm really new into the health, and I was trying to figure out how to market, and I wanted to do it online, but I'm just not sure what I can post. I want to stay in compliance, so I really hadn't did a website, and I really don't market online.
Okay. So each product, I mean by carrier, has different social media approved pieces that you can. Manhattan Life does. I could, if you set up an appointment with me, I could certainly show you where you can find them on the resource center. Um, and so that's a real easy thing to show you. Okay.
I have a quick question.
All right, Melissa, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Yeah. So I'm
All right.
Jackie's agent, and I'm so happy to be
I
part of
know, I
your
remember
series.
seeing you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So one of the things that I want to become more proficient at is Manhattan Life and their series, and like just diving into the plans themselves. Like, so going forward, I was just curious, like what like our plan is as far as like the training goes. Like, yeah. Can I? Yeah.
Sure. So I do this once a week
Mhm.
on Mondays, and I try to have a little bit different, subject matters, but it's just going to be we're just about 4 or 5, and then I'll recycle them.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you could a couple things. You could do again a one-on-one with me,
Okay.
right? So I can send you my calendar link, and then on Manhattan Life Resource Center, you could find the live trainings schedule that they have. So if you go on 2.0, are you familiar with 2.0?
I don't know if I've been there yet, but I can help navigate, and
Okay,
I'm sure Jackie knows where it's at too, so I'll
so
figure it out.
so 2.0 is the quoting engine for Manhattan Life. And on their main page, which is called the Agent Resource Center or ARC, they have a link to where you could find the calendar for training, the live trainings. They do it Tuesdays and Thursdays each
Oh, very
month.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, um, because Melissa's sort of been around for a little bit longer than Emma and Daniel, but you get the on Fridays they have a newsletter for Manhattan
Oh.
Life. Do you get that?
I can double check, and I am familiar with 2.0. I guess I'm just not used to saying that name. So yeah, I see what you're saying,
Okay,
but yeah, that's
sure.
super helpful.
So there's a newsletter called Espresso that comes out every Friday, and every Friday they'll have the the schedule for the live trainings as well.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. That's super helpful.
Yes. So if you want to learn more about it, just reach out to me and I'll teach you.
Okay. Very cool.
I'm going to make
Thank
you
you.
one of the top producers.
Woohoo. Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Are you coming to our conference again this year?
Yep, that's my plan.
All right. So for Daniel and Emma, where do you live?
Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Yes.
Okay. That's not too far from Dallas, Texas. So every July, we have our North American Insurance Services Agent Conference. And it's for a couple days. I think it's the 15th, 16th this year. Somewhere I'll look it up as we're talking. And so it's a great way to learn, to meet other agents, to learn best practices. We have representatives from all the carriers there. This year, we're going to have a bunch of fun things to do. Melissa, you went last year. Did you like
Yep.
it?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. There were so many nuggets of information that I took away from that. And it's just, starting out, Jackie's been an amazing mentor and teacher and boss. And, but that was super helpful and prepare, like being new to it, just knowing how to work it, like marketing from the ground up. It was some really good training information. So yeah, I definitely recommend going.
Yeah, so Jackie, who's on the line with us, she's one of our ambassadors, and she just in the chat box just listed the link to get tickets. Okay, and I think we have a new deal where if you buy a ticket, um, you'll get 50% back after the show. I think that's something that we talked about last week in our vice president's meeting. So you pay for it up front. I don't know, Jackie, how much is it?
The there's the regular entrance is $99. If you want to do the VIP ticket that gets you a few extra events, that's $199 for the whole event. But the 99 does cover food, so like you get breakfast and lunch both days.
Yeah. So you do the 99 or 199, you get 50% back after the conference. So that's a cool thing.
That's a
So
great
anyway,
deal.
that's a really good deal. So Just wanted to let you know about that little golden nugget. So everybody get that link. Dan, you get the link. Emma, you got
Thank
the
you.
link? Okay. So I hope to hear
Yes.
from you all. Just reach out and I'll send you my calendar link and you can set up a time to meet with me.
Thanks,
So-
Stephen.
Thank you
Hey,
so
well,
much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tech.
It's
It's always
awesome.
nice to see you guys.
Yeah,
All righty.
thanks.
Well, have a great day. And that's the end of our webinar today. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.